Laxmimoni Mataji. I would like to know how could I develop a relationship with God?
Well, it's just like how do you develop a relationship with anyone, right? If you see some person and you think, I'd like to get to know that person, or you hear about some person, you think, I'd like to get to know about that person. So you can get to know about him in many ways. You can get to know something of him by hearing from other people. And you can get to know him more personally by engaging in a relationship with him, by rendering service to him, by finding out what he likes and preparing his favorite preparation and bringing it to him so he can eat it and think, wow, how did you know that I like that? That was really yummy. I like that. Or we can offer whatever we have, the best of anything that we have, we can offer to him. And then, again, he feels that appreciation. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that offer me with love and devotion a leaf, a fruit, a flower, and I'll accept it. So it's not like we have to become rich or we have to have big things to offer, fancy cars or big things. So today, someone was saying that they went to one famous museum in America, and there was a sign up there that said unsung heroes, and it had a list of people who had contributed in some way to the existence of the museum, but they hadn't given a lot of money. They'd just done something, and no one knew about them because they were behind the scenes. So God is in the heart of everybody. There's no behind the scenes, but he's not looking for big, showy, fancy things that we have to do. We can do very small things. But if we do them with love for him, then he sees that because he's in our heart. And he's watching us. So he understands that our heart is for him, that we love him. So we can develop love for him also by chanting his name. Because in Krishna consciousness, we understand that Krishna and his name are not different. In the material world, the name of something is an arbitrary designation for something. And even in different languages, we chant, we say different words for water or different words for God. And by singing those names, we don't become less thirsty. If we sing the name of someone we love or some movie actress, we don't get to know that person. But Krishna, the sound of Krishna, is a transcendental sound, and it contains within the sound, Krishna is there. He's manifest. He becomes manifest by that sound. So when we chant that name Krishna and we really listen, meditate to the sound vibration, on the sound vibration, we get to actually come into the presence of Krishna, and we can develop a loving relationship with him through his name. Through his name, through his service, those are two ways. And then the third way is by associating with people who already have some love for him. Because when we associate with people who already have affection for Krishna, that affectionate feeling is contagious. And we immediately feel some awe and some reverence and some affection and some love just by hearing from and seeing how others have a loving relationship with him. Many times we see that a famous person has many people who are intimately connected with him, and they know him in a different way than his media image or his persona on the television or whatever. He has a personal relationship with certain people, and they know his inner feelings, his heart, what he likes, what he doesn't like, what he does with his spare time, who he hangs out with. And if you want to get to know him, and you approach those people, they can bring you into his inner circle. If you just knock on the door of the President of the United States or someplace, you won't get very far because who are you anyway? You can't go in to see this great person. But if you come and make friends with someone who has an intimate relationship, that person can bring you in. So that is the sadhu, or the saintly person, the person who already has a loving relationship with God, the guru. The guru knows God personally because he's cultivated in himself that personal loving relationship with God. And so if we go and we develop a loving relationship with that person, with the guru, with the saintly person, and we learn from him how to render service, what God likes, what we should do, he can bring us into that intimate connection with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So by serving, by chanting, by associating with devotees who are already having a loving relationship, and maybe lastly by reading about God, by hearing about His activities, by seeing pictures of Him. Krishna has given us many wonderful scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, and then we can get to know Him. And to know Him is to love Him.